Hey y'all, hey! How is everybody? I hope you guys are all having an awesome weekend. So, I know you guys see the description and it says, let's talk about preservatives. So, to start out, in beauty products, skincare, body care products, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, all the things. There are two types of products. There are anhydrous products, which are butters, oils, and then there are aqueous products. Those are anything that includes water. Anhydrous products don't include water, and aqueous does. To know the difference, I kind of use aqueous. I kind of think of aqua, which makes me think of water. But, so with those two different types, anhydrous products don't need preservatives unless there is a but on there. So the times that I would put preservatives into a product that is anhydrous, like a body butter that doesn't have water, I would put a preservative because people usually take their wet hands into the thing, and anytime water is what's the word I'm looking for? Anytime water comes in contact with a product, if it is not preserved, it is going to grow mold and bacteria. So the reason you need preservatives in your products are because if you don't, you could really hurt somebody, you could harm somebody. They can grow mold, bacteria, all kinds of beautiful things, and you might not see or smell it. Usually when you do smell something in a product, it's usually because the oils or the butters are rancid. It is not because the product has mold or bacteria. You most of the time can't even smell or see mold or bacteria. That's the scary part. And I know everybody has this thing about natural products that they want to put on. I'm 100% okay with natural products, but here's the thing about natural. Natural in the beauty world has zero meaning. None. I can slap natural on every product that I want, and because I want to put natural on it, I can. You guys, it's so important for you to know that, because people are out here just labeling their products as whatever. You might go to the store and maybe your favorite product has all natural and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to try all natural, yeah. But just because it says it doesn't mean it. You guys, it's so important that you know that. It has zero meaning. So when you see people out here putting all natural, nothing is technically all natural unless it comes from the ground, and everything has to have a process. Butters all get processed because they come from the nuts. It's everything has been gone through a process. And I know we want to think that all these things are all natural, but in all reality, it's just a marketing tactic. That's it. And they get to up the price a little bit, and people will pay it because they don't know. And because I am in the bath and body product world, I want to be 100% transparent. I will not use the word natural. I will not use the word, I won't use any of the words because they're gimmicks. They're marketing. That's it. And I could slap natural on and I can up the price. Anyway, back to preservatives. I am going to make a whole series on natural products though. But back to preservatives. You guys, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want preservatives because they hear all these bad things about preservatives. But here's the thing. Yes, there are some preservatives that have formaldehyde byproduct in it, and some that have parabens. But there are preservatives like Optifin that are formaldehyde and paraben free. Without a preservative, you guys are going to get sick. And I think this is a really important conversation because you don't know what you don't know. And at the end of the day, if you don't know and you get sick because you've been washing your ass with somebody's body wash that you bought off Facebook and they didn't use a preservative, you could end up sick. You're putting all that shit on your body. Think about it. So anything with water or anything that comes in contact with water or has a chance to come in contact with water, you should put a preservative in. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'll make a emulsified sugar scrub because it doesn't have any water. But here's the thing. Most people, when they do sugar scrubs, they put their wet hands into the jar and boom. Now your product isn't preserved and they just put water into the jar and now bacteria and mold are going to start growing. And it's not if it's not will it start growing? It's going to grow. Just know that. It's going to. If you add water to a product that is not properly preserved, it is going to grow bacteria, it is going to grow mold, and it can potentially really harm you. So I suggest a lot of you that are into the world, you guys really should do some research. Anybody buying products, you should know what and why. You should know what makes the product work. You should know why they use certain products. Make sure you're asking questions when you're buying these products, you guys. This is very important. Another thing, make sure that your products are being made with distilled water. Distilled water doesn't come with all the fucking chemicals and shit that are in our tap water. No, you don't want that. They need to be using distilled water, or again, things can grow. And guys, if you have something to input, please put it in the comments. If you have questions, please put it in the comments. I'm here to educate and help. So not only is it water, but there are products that are byproducts of water. So let me list those products. And this is one thing that I see a lot of. Glycerin. Glycerin is a byproduct of water. So if glycerin is in that product, it needs preservative. Needs it. And guys, it's a really minute amount. Preservatives are usually 1% of the entire formula. So say I have 1,000 gram batch that I'm going to make. 1% of that is what? 10? I think it's 10 grams. So it'd be 10 grams of preservative. But hey girl, you need those preservatives in your products. So anyway, back to it. Glycerin, aloe vera juice, aloe vera gel, hydrosols, extracts, distilled water. What else is... There are so many products that are byproducts of water and you wouldn't know unless you did your research. So if you're using aloe vera, if you're using aloe vera juice, if you're using aloe vera gel, please make sure you're preserving your products. If you're using glycerin, if you're using any of those products, please make sure that you're preserving them. If there is not a preservative on, say you go and you buy a body butter cream and it has distilled water in the ingredients list, please make sure, if it doesn't say some kind of preservative, and there's a ton out there, and if you don't know, ask them, do you use a preservative? If they do not use a preservative, please don't buy that product, because you guys, that could definitely make you sick. It really can. This is a really important subject that people don't always know about, including the maker. They're not trying to make anybody sick usually, but they just don't know what they don't know, you know? So you guys, when it comes to preservatives, I know that there's this big stigma on preservatives, but guess what? If we don't put a preservative in our product, we're going to be fucking sick. That's the reality. The reality is you're going to get fucking sick. So would you rather put a small preservative? And like I said, you can get a paraben and formaldehyde-free preservative. I use a paraben and formaldehyde-free preservative. I use Optifin. And Optifen, I believe, it is a broad spectrum. You also need to make sure they're using a broad spectrum preservative, because if they don't use a broad spectrum preservative, certain products are okay, but other products, there's so much to it, you guys. There is. This video wouldn't even be enough to get into it. I'm not even gonna lie. But I am going to start trying to do more education with you guys, because I think it is very important that you know, when you're buying these products, you need to have questions to ask. If you ever have questions about anything, you can always come to me. If I don't know the answer, I will find it. I will research it and I will figure it out. But it's important that you guys know this. It's important that you know that if it doesn't have a preservative, if it's an aqueous product, or it has glycerin, aloe, anything like that. Also, if they are putting fresh fruit or veggies or any of that in your products, don't do it. No. You guys, you can't properly preserve it. The longest it'll last is about a week, and that's in the fridge. Even with a preservative, it'll go bad. Reality. Sometimes the botanicals and stuff that we use, like melt and pour soap, you can't use botanicals and stuff in there. Some people still do, but they do mold. Other than, like, I think it's cornflowers, and there's one other calendula, I believe. But you guys, this is stuff that you need to know, because this is stuff you're putting on your body, and our bodies are pretty much beings, you know. Anything that goes on our skin is sucked right in. So I hope you guys got some kind of knowledge from this. I hope I helped in some way. If you have any questions or you want any more knowledge, let me know. I'm here. I am trying to answer as many questions as possible. I want to make sure that we're all safe. But I hope you guys all have an awesome weekend. I am about to get back to door dashing. Bye, y'all.